of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Harden in at the 1. As James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for titles.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship would add to his career immeasurably.
Now here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. The shot will not fall. And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Edwards. He kicks to McDaniels. Outside Towns. Back to McDaniels. Passes to Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Harden. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
Now here's Gobert. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Edwards finds Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Harden against Conley. Zubac a screen on Conley. Outside for George.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And, you know, some of the sequences and plays that George pulls off, just amazing when you consider how good this guy is, particularly handling the ball now.
Now here's Gobert. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Leonard. Harden with a screen on Towns. And Leonard gets it to go.
Great concentration from Leonard, able to sink the shot while taking the contact.
Conley against Harden. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Russell Westbrook.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, here's George. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Harden the pass to Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns. So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against Portland.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's George. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Now George. 37 points in the win against Memphis. They get it again. Zubac. Leonard with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 5.
Klaw getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
Outside, Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
You know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. Now, here is Harden. 11-point game his last outing. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Pull from the top of the key. Los Angeles with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the basket by Minnesota, Harden has a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 6.
And this is what the offense is designed to produce. Slipping Harden into the corner for a 3. That's money.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still yet to score. From the high post. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Leonard with a screen on Milton. Kicks it out to Leonard.
So much of what this team does at both ends centers around Kawhi Leonard. He is the anchor.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And here's Edwards. Shoots over Powell. Off target with the free throw line Jay. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Shake Milton is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Naz Reid. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Back to Edwards. Can't hit from 12.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Anderson outside. They set the pick. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Edwards against foul. Over to the left wing. Drains the three while he's being fouled. But he might be able to make this a 4-point play. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now, here's McDaniels. He's guarded closely. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Clippers in recent years have become one of the better defensive teams in the league. Now, Coach Ty Lue said it's tough because everybody on the floor now is a decent three-point shooter. So you got to pick your poison. It's different than when I first started. The game is changing every year, so you've got to be able to adapt to the times. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Reed. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Reed's got 6.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here is Edwards. He has 5. George with the defensive effort.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Conley's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 10. Harden with it. 10 points for him. To the inside. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Nice find right there from Harden. Excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Now here's Conley. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Edwards. The 3. Powell pulls it in.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Conley. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And the Clippers call time here.
Please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You can do it.
Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Shake Milton comes in for Edwards. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for Powell. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Clippers leading by 10. Now Leonard. He had 22 points in the win against Memphis.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Milton. Towns wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Towns has got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves. Leonard on the wing, defended by Towns. It's tipped, stolen by McDaniels. Here's Conley. And Gobert throws it down.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Zubac, a screen on Conley. Harden kicks to Zubac. They get a hand on it.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Conley against Harden. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Clippers leading by 3. Here's Harden. 10 points for him. It's George on the wing. McDaniels defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Conley, the pass to Towns. Harden against Towns. Harden kicks to Leonard. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the pass to Mann. Leonard, a good look. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Leonard's got 11 points.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun, it's all for the...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Thanks for tuning in. The
offense is firing on all cylinders. They're getting great looks. Just look like they have good team chemistry.
And now that we're a ways, and that concludes.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. George and Leonard are the forwards. Then it's Harden. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Mann in at the 2. Conley dishes to Gobert.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Outside Conley. The kick out to Towns. No good on the 3. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Now here's Towns. Back to McDaniel. A 3-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 4. Harden with it. Now defended by Gobert. Harden kicks to George. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. A shot by George. Wide open. Los Angeles with another miss.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Edwards finds Conley. Towns a screen on Harden. Outside, Towns. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Harden. Stolen by Michael Conley. To the paint. Stolen away. Harden against Conley. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Passes it to George. Zubac a screen on Edwards. Clock up 2 there.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight planks.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley the pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. To end the drought. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey there, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard continuing to work his way back to peak form after his ACL tear during the 2021 playoffs. He said, "I missed a whole year of basketball. I don't want to take anything for granted. I'm just trying to live in the moment and bring a sense of energy for the team. I'm still young, I'm a lot stronger, and I'm back. So, I'm happy." Kevin?
Yeah, good to see, D.A. Hey, thank you. Leonard against Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Milton's checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Harden dishes to Leonard. Los Angeles calls timeout. Los Angeles with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Leonard. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Westbrook. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Man can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When Towns is hammering the inside, putting pressure on the defense, good things happen for this team.
Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. He hits both from the stripe.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And it's Westbrook missing. Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Conley the pass to Towns. Milton with it, and Reed has it in the corner. No good. That would have tied it. 1:22 left in the third. George looking around. Zubac a screen on Towns. For 3, Westbrook. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Milton against Powell. Milton the pass to Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
I'd keep going to Towns inside. I mean, it's not complicated. He got awesome touch. Plus, he's 6'11" and almost 300 lb.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Clippers lead by 4.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Powell against Milton. Pocket 6. Left side, Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Towns has got 12 points in the game. George against Towns. Right side, George. Zubac a screen on Towns. George, no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Los Angeles on top, up. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basketball.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. Then there's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker into the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And McLaughlin gets it to go. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Anderson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And there's the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's McLaughlin. Here's the screen. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Leonard. Fades. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Edwards. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Shake Milton in for Jordan McLaughlin. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Gobert with a screen for Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Milton. A 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Westbrook. A special move before the shot.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
Edwards dishes to Anderson. Westbrook against Milton. Leonard with the steal. And there's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So far, the game plan has been to give the ball to Kawhi. With how well it's working, there's no reason to change.
Hilton the pass to Edwards. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And the Clippers call time here. Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Mike Conley in for Shake Milton. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Paul George comes in for Mann. And James Harden subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thanks, David. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Gobert against Zubac. And Gobert gets to Conley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Leonard dishes to Harden. Pass to Zubac. Feeds to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Edwards. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
Edwards against George. Shot to stop the run. Edwards can't hit. Clippers leading by 6. Stolen by Michael Conley. Over Harden. And the rejection by Zubac. And he's able to get it back. Gobert with the pass to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. It's good from long range.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Now, here's George. McDaniels defending. Outside, George. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
And here's Edwards. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley. Rebound by the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Leonard. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Edwards. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Leonard with the screen on Conley. Outside Leonard. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gobert with the screen on George. Down low to take the lead. Yes!
Big time delivery. Go, Gobert.
George with the ball. The feed now to Leonard. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean,
all right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark.